Look, there's my good puppy right there. Hi, Stella, how are you? All right, it's another really warm summer day, and that brings us to having fun in the summer with your vehicle. This is a 2015 Honda Odyssey minivan that is used for hauling family members, woodworking tools, camping. It's a very universal vehicle, and you can see I've got the front bumper off here. Now, the weak link of these things, as maybe some of you know or maybe you don't, is they started out being Honda Accord based. So Honda Accord engines and transmissions, if you start towing something or start using the vehicle in a way that it's not intended to be, you got to improve it. So this one has a hitch on it. You can see the customer installed a eTrailer.com draw tight hitch, which is fine. But if you're going to actually use the hitch for anything more than just a bike rack, you got to protect the transmission. These transmissions aren't super sturdy. And so what we're doing today is we're helping the transmission live by installing an aftermarket transmission cooler. So we ordered up a kit. It's a Raleigh performance cooler. I think it's rated at 17,000 pounds. This thing will never see 17,000 pounds worth of towing capacity, but you want to give it all the help that you can. So in order to get that cooler on, I'm going to give you a few tips. You got to remove the lower valance, which is the big black plastic down there, which is underneath the bumper. The upper valance, which is the one around here where the hood release is. And then you can get to the bolts to get the bumper off. Take the bumper off, and you want to loosen the air conditioning condenser core so that you can get to the back and poke your little zip ties through there. Now, a couple tips on poking your zip ties. You don't want to poke the tubes. These are fin and bar and plate, fin and tube. These horizontal lines are your Freon tubes. You don't want to poke them. You want to go in between the little flexible cooling fins. And to do that, usually what I do is I take a zip tie, like I've taken here, and you poke it through from the front so you can see what you're doing. You don't poke the tube, and you can see it hanging out back there. And then take your approved transmission cooler with the pad on it and put it through the same hole. And that way it's kind of a tip and trick. You want to have these little foam pads in between the metal cooler and your cooling fins for vibration dampening. These coolers work really good. It greatly improves the transmission's ability to cool, which means it greatly improves the transmission's ability to tow something. So I highly recommend putting one of these on an Odyssey, Pilot, Ridgeline, all the Honda vehicles that can be used for towing something. So I'm sorry I didn't show you how to remove the bumper. I'm pretty sure you can figure that out. There are tabs and clips and things, and if you take your time, it comes right off. But you've got to get access to putting this cooler in about this position. The cooling fan is right back there, which draws air through your transmission cooler, through your air conditioning condenser or evaporator core, then through your radiator, and then exhausting the hot air out the back. You want the transmission cooler to be front and foremost. And then you just take your lines and you can just basically plug them or adapt them, splice them into the factory oil cooler for the transmission. Works really good. Saves transmissions, especially on these that are sort of weak. And you'll have more and more family adventures, towing your kayaks or towing your boat, small boat, towing your little pop-up camper, or towing a utility trailer. You won't have to worry about the transmission. And then change the fluid often and you'll be good. So there you go. Again, 2015 Honda Odyssey. Just took the front bumper off, doing a real quick transmission upgrade with the cooler. And this customer's getting ready to drive to Montana with a load on it. So I feel much better, even if they don't have a trailer. Just a car topper and full of kids sometimes maxes out these transmissions. Works on a lot of vehicles, not just Honda Odysseys. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking my channel, and I hope I helped you out with a little advice on how to put a cooler on your Odyssey, Pilot or Ridgeline. They're all very much the same. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.